Every day, everybody, have a good time. Very sunny day today. I wanted to talk about Jaws, 1975's Jaws by Spielberg, Steven Spielberg, the one that put him on the map. Before I do this, I want to say that if you want a movie review, put it in the comments. And I'm thinking you guys think what I don't care what he thinks about movies. I'm a beginning YouTuber. I'm doing this non-profit. Don't want any money. I'm doing this for free. I just want to do it for fun, and it's probably always gonna be for fun. And I just that's why I don't edit. I don't just it's raw footage. So that's so said that if you're interested, put some in the comments, like the video, so maybe it spreads a little bit further than a little bit more people see it. So yeah, so the movie Jaws, Spielberg directed it. You've got Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw, and Richard Dreyfuss, Matt Hooper, Martin Brody, and Sam Quint, the first name of Quint. Basically, Quint is a shark hunter, Martin Brody is the chief, and Hooper is the shark expert they called to help. Of course, this shark cleaned the beaches of Amity Island and doesn't want to go away because he has some food there, and because of the mayor, he needs summer dollars, and if they don't have summer dollars, they have to have welfare for the entire winter, so they need those summer dollars, and swimming is a big part of those summer dollars. So that's the movie. Basically, the shark is there, and the chief has to do, he even though he has the people or the politicians of the town against him, they still give him the power of giving him boats with people with guns and nets and make it safe, because at some point a boy dies and it's in front of everybody. And also, not forgetting Tippett, the dog that dies. Nobody can deny it anymore. And in the town hall, they are saying, if you catch the shark, dead or alive, or dead, you get a reward of $3,000. So for a lot of these fishermen, that's a lot of money. Now, Quint is also there, and he doesn't want $3,000, but he wants $10,000 because he values his neck more for three. He won't track him for three, but doesn't kill him for three. So he kills him for 10 because he knows that the shark that's out there, he knows that's the great white shark. Now, at some point in the movie, they catch a tiger shark, which is a real shark. It's a real shark. They caught it in the Bahamas, brought it to the island of Martha's Vineyard, which is Amity, and it was already in the process of rotting, so it was stinking like hell. Now you see Quint rowing by with his boat, the Orca, and he does ha ha like this because he knows that that isn't a shark. It's a shark, but it's not the shark. And of course, Hooper does think so too, because the bite radius doesn't match the radius of the first victim, Christine Watkins. He wants to cut out the shark to see if the kidney boy is inside. Now, everything, of course, is deflected by the mayor. Now, what happens is, at some point when everybody's swimming, a few youngsters are having a prank with a fake fin. Everybody goes in out of the water, trample a few people, really being injured and shit like that. And at the meantime, the shark, he uses this to swim underneath what is called the Jaws Bridge now, because I went to Martha's Vineyard, and the town didn't change since 1975, which is really cool, really cool. I'm a big Jaws fan. I've got a lot of collectibles. I've got collectibles from the 70s, from the 80s, 75, 78, from the second movies, from the third movie, I think it's 83. So I've got, and more common things too. I'm gonna show you a few things. But shark attacks the guy on the rowboat and bumps against the sailboat where Sean Brody, the son of Martin Brody, the chief, is on. They fall in the water. Now, this is the first time when you see the shark from the side grabbing the rowboat guy. Now, this is a really, really creepy scene. This guy, you see him being ripped apart. The leg falls on the ground. Now, there was another scene for this, another death scene for this guy. And I wanted to talk to you about that, because the other death scene was that the guy was taken, and like Christine Watkins going through the water, he's coughing out blood, and the shark goes to Sean Brody, and the guy sees it. With his last powers, he takes Sean, and Sean's crying in shock, and throws him away, and the shark goes underneath the water with the guy coughing out blood. Now, I don't know which. I think that scene is more dramatized. Spielberg didn't want to use that scene because he thought it was distasteful. Now, I understand why he thought that, because it's more of a dramatization than a gory scene. But we got a gory scene with the guy's leg being torn off, and you see the severed leg on the. I mean, the fact that this movie got a PG rating is beyond me. I mean, at the end, I'm gonna spoil Quinn's death. I mean, he gets chomped in half and coughs up blood, and you see the teeth in his stomach, and he's torn. The shark is just tearing him apart on the boat, and I mean, it's just a gnarly kill. So it's weird that it got a PG rating, so not an R rating, and it's the only Jaws movie, in my opinion, that really got gory, really gory, and it doesn't have a lot of kills. The book, though, has a lot of kills, but the book, I don't like the book. Hooper is an asshole. I like Hooper in the movie, but in the book, Hooper, he's an asshole. He even cheats Martin Brody's wife, played by Lorraine Gary, by the way. Sid Sheinberg's wife. He's the head honcho from Universal Studios back then. I mean, she cheats on him in the book, and yeah, it's not a good Hooper. But also Brody's kind of played as a dumb guy, and Quint is not the same. He's a skinny guy, and in the movie he's a tough guy, and the movie is much better. Let's end it by that. And the ending of the shark is okay. It's weird that the shark would bite down on a scuba tank and keeps it there, and the shark gets blown up by a bullet shot in the scuba tank. But in the book, he dies eventually. Like Quint is stabbing him with a harpoon, and the shark goes back in the water, but Quint's leg is tied, and he goes in the water with him and eventually drowns. And the shark eventually drowns because it has too much weight on it. That's the end of the shark. So it's an anticlimactic dead scene for the shark, in my opinion. The one we got with Brody said, "Die, you son of a baby." That's much better, more cinematic. Now, also a fact that I didn't know, that everybody has a first name. Quint is never said by his first name. It's Mr. Quint or Quint. His first name is Sam Quint, by the way, so it's a fun fact. Now, this movie went over budget multiple times, and the Universal Studios were constantly calling them, and that's why they had top producers, David Brown and Richard Zanuck. They took all the blame and all the gnarly threats and never said it to Steven, because they wanted Steven to be busy with the movie, and those were good producers. I never heard that by producers, but except meddling. But I got a few items here. This one I just got in the mail. I should have bought the entire set, because this one's now $55, and they cost last fall you could get them for $40 for all, so for three, so like 120. But I'm not a big set buyer, so it's the same with the reaction ones. You've got here Jaws, the shark, one of the versions of the shark. This one's 120. I bought this one for $125, which isn't a lot too, because they go for $200, and even more if you got the one with Quentin's Jaws. Even goes to $300. So Jaws merch is pretty expensive. So, but I'm happy to have these items in my collection. Now, this movie is just great. It doesn't have any bad dialogue. It's suspenseful. Is it a horror movie? Maybe not. More of a thriller suspense with horror elements. The kills mostly. And if you would say what is your favorite subgenre creature feature horror movie, then I would say Jaws. Not like I said, it's not really a horror movie, but it has horror elements. So there you go. You have to see this movie, because this movie is just a classic if you didn't see it already. So see it before you go swimming.